I've had enough, I don't want to do this anymore, or that's it, like, I've done what I need to do, and I'm just like, now doing it becomes more of a chore than actually something that you love to do and that you are delighted to do. Hi entrepreneurs, welcome to my channel. This is Entrepreneur's Diary and I'm Gisela, Lyshetti, your host. So today I want to talk about lost. Boredom, lost interest in your business. Does that happen? Yes, sometimes it does, where you work so hard and you've got it to a stage and you're a one-man man sometimes, and you're now just like, I've had enough, I don't want to do this anymore, or that's it, like, I've done what I need to do, and I'm just like, now doing it becomes more of a chore than actually something that you love to do and that you are delighted to do. I have been speaking to someone who has expressed this interest, or this kind of emotions, that it was great when it started out, and now it's just a headache and I'm really not bothered anymore, but I'm still doing it because obviously I'm still getting a regular income. And for some of you guys, you're thinking, what are you talking about? Like, if you're getting a revenue and it's working for you, how can you be bored? Many times the boredom is because you realize that actually you've been giving up things that you wish you had. So for example, if you were to do everything yourself, no more going out with your friends, there's no more time to see family, for instance, you can't do the leisure activities that you used to do because your time is consumed in actually doing your business. And this is where wisdom comes in. It's always good to have a second or third person. Doesn't need to be a staff, could be a contractor, a freelance, someone else who is adding value to your business, is helping you and supporting you, someone that you can actually also pass on the responsibilities to, and then actually either manage them, or you can either just take a step back and take some relaxation time, and see if the revenue that you're generating is not enough to sustain you, and you put so many hours and hard work into it and it's just not sustainable, or to be honest, it's not worth the money. Maybe it's time for you to close it. Or even you can even sell it to someone. Someone might be in that position where they would like to take over your clients, your business, your name, and everything else, and they'll pay you a lump sum for it, for you to take that money, go back to enjoying your life, go back to doing your 9 to 5s or working, or whatever you want to do. It's completely up to you. Other times it's, why don't you try to have a freelancer, a contractor, an employee that you can then get them to do your day-to-day, and you delegate it and you take a step back and you only do the quality. What that means also is obviously creating some KPIs and some goals, and that also makes you kind of do a different job, and it ignites you back into the passion for when you started it. And obviously the third one is, if you've lost interest and you just don't want to be bothered by that whole thing again, or it was a seasonal thing that you did and you've done it now, then close it down, guys. There's nothing worse than doing something and regretting doing it. You're not going to be doing it with peace of mind. You're not going to be doing it to the best of your quality, because you're actually kind of not liking your job anymore. And why would you do something that you don't like, right? So think of the wise side. Does it happen? Yes. People do lose interest in their side hustles, in their business as an entrepreneur. Does that mean you're not an entrepreneur anymore? Of course you still are, because you've created that idea, you've branched out, you've done it, you were successful to the point that you are getting revenue. But now there's time for you either to scale up, to outsource, or for you to close and do another thing. So, or even sell the business. So, it's entirely up to you at what stage of the entrepreneur's life cycle you are with that business idea. And should you be ashamed? No. Some businesses have an expiry date, guys. Some businesses don't. Some people are limited to an amount of time that they want to put in. For example, if your goal is within 5 years for you to be independent, then so be it. But if your goal is that within 10 years you want to be international, you will be very burdened if you don't have someone else that could help you within that business. And the more sort of, imagine you have like a whole list of things that you have to do. You're getting some complaints coming in which will negatively impact you. You haven't done your list, and there's so many things that you're going through and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to achieve this. What's the point of this anyway? And then the thing what would happen is, you are going to start resenting the idea of why you became an entrepreneur in the first place. And this is where I want to give you that wisdom. There's very many different options that you can have that will actually help you to make that right decision, whether you want to outsource it, whether you want to shut it down, whether you want to sell it, whether you want to expand it and scale it and have an operational team behind it so that it takes off burden off you. But whatever it is, guys, it is okay. It does happen. But just, don't live in that resentment. Actually take the next step as well. So I hope this has helped you. If for those who are thinking this is crazy, that's good. If you have a passion for your business and always will, that's great. But there are some people who do get bored with it, or who do get overwhelmed with it, or who do miss the actual perks of the initial stages of building the business, of what you have to relieve, or what you have to give up, should I say. Okay guys, well, I hope this has helped you, and thank you so much for the questions that you are sending in and the topics you're sending in. I hope I'm making them justice. If there is obviously anything else that you think should be added onto it, please comment below. Share your wisdom to others, and keep it coming. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm Gisela Lyshetti. Bye.